Greetings and salutations, my friends. D here, your friendly neighborhood tattoo VO. Hope everybody who was observing had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. And for all those who didn't know, July kicked off Disability Pride Month. Yeah, something I wasn't even aware of. And I've been living with a disability my whole life, so 43 plus years now. Um, I just want to give a moment to thank all the folks out there who support folks like myself and support my business and support others who are in similar situations. It is definitely not easy to compete in this world when you are coming from a disadvantage of physical limitations and such. I don't want to get into my entire story. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but essentially, I was born with spina bifida in a third world country in Sri Lanka back in the late 70s, where medicine there wasn't as advanced, nor was it here in the States. But with my level, they really expected me to not make it past a couple of weeks. And then it became, you wouldn't make it past a couple of years. And doctors always putting limitations on your life expectancy and the things you may or may not be able to do, including he'll never walk. Then I walked. He'll never run. I ran. I was even an athlete of modest ability. At least I tried. I used to play tennis. I used to play soccer. I used to play football. I used to play baseball, basketball, all that stuff. My mother always encouraged me to compete and just try to be normal, if you will, for lack of a better term, especially in those days. Um, but that kind of attitude, that kind of spirit helped me overcome so many other obstacles in my life. I remember when I first thought about doing radio and especially working at 98 Rock and WBAL, which were top stations and really hard to get into. But I swore from the time I was like 14 years old that I was going to be what I did one day. And sure enough, I did that for over 10 years. When I got into voice acting, similar situation. Oh, you really think you're going to make a career out of that? And like, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and it's still not easy. Every day's a grind. It's difficult, and I've made a successful career out of it and continue to grow my business. And I know so many others in similar situations who are doing the same. And so, being Disability Pride Month, I just want to tell you guys, all of you out there, I'm so proud of you. Don't ever let people tell you you can't do something just because of your physical limitations. I also want to shout out my buddy Tony Jackson, who's the first person that comes to mind when it comes to all this stuff, a fellow voice actor who is just an amazing spirit, amazing mind, and amazingly gifted and driven human being that has overcome so much. So, anybody out there that's family members, friends, whatever, that deal with disabilities, show them some love this month and honestly, every day, because folks like us takes a little bit extra effort each day to do what we do. But we get it done so that we can keep shining.